Hello, I'm David Kent, and I'd like to take a few moments to talk to you about getting comfortable with postural analysis. It's a great way to market your practice and build your practice. Just like many professions offer different assessments, consultations, free x-rays, spinal exams, why don't you offer a postural analysis? Today's technology, many of you are carrying right now in your pocket or inside of your purse is a cell phone. And your smartphone, or today your iPads, many tablets, they have cameras built right into them. So if you can take a picture, then you can take a postural analysis. It's that simple. You're simply just taking a picture. I'm not talking about any type of fancy software. I'm talking about taking a photograph, a simple photograph. Yes, it's going to help if you stand someone in front of a grid chart. It's going to help if you integrate a plumb line. But even if you don't do that initially, even if you're just taking a photograph, I am sure that you're going to show them a lateral view that they can't see of themselves in the mirror. They can't see their forward head posture. They can't see, they don't understand, they're not even aware that their shoulders are rounded forward in many cases, along with that forward head posture. So the purpose of taking the postural analysis, it just takes less than a minute to position someone on the chart so that their feet are equally spaced from center line, and then to step back and take your camera and position it and snap a photo. And then to walk back up to the person, turn them to the side, line them up so that the anterior aspect of the lateral malleolus is lined up with the plumb line, and then step back, take another photograph. It's that quick, it's that simple, it's that quick, it's that simple, and then you can just zoom in right on your phone and show them that they have a forward head posture or a high shoulder, whatever it might be. So I want you to utilize the visuals that are available to you. When you're utilizing that type of technology to your clients, it's no different than if you were showing them an x-ray or an MRI. It's imaging. You're just showing them the image of the outside of their body. You don't need to show them their whole body. Just zoom in. They don't need to take all their clothes off, or even they can leave all their clothes on. I mean, all you need is to really have enough seen that they can look at the picture and say, that makes sense, and understand how the myofascial tissues are involved. So let's take it a step further and integrate visuals. So many times, or all the time, not many times, what I do is I then relate their picture, because a picture's worth what? 1,000 words. So I real quickly just relate that picture to their structure or their frame, just like buildings are built with bricks, or they're built with block, or they're built with wood, or they're built with steel frames. The body is built with bones, and then what determines where those bones are in space are the soft tissues, really. So here, if we had looked at someone's posture and we see that their shoulder is low on one side, we might see that the head is moved off center to one side, and then we might have the forward head posture involved. And if any of that's taking place, then certain muscles are going to be stressed. Certain muscles on the front of the neck, certain muscles in the back of the neck are going to be lengthened, and they're going to be trying to support the weight of that head, and that head weighs like a small bowling ball. So showing them that their shoulders are rounded forward and helping them understand how those muscles in the back are taking on all that stress allows them to look at the picture. The picture is worth 1,000 words, and then it makes sense to them why you're trying to work on all the different tissues. Also letting them understand how muscles in their neck can be going into their head. Like, they don't understand why. You know, that's scary to many people. All they know is that they have this terrible pain and they want you to work on it, and you want to work on helping them with their pain. But at the same time, it's important that they're working with you and they're on a whole goal-oriented program to possibly change the position of their computer screen, or change how they're sitting in their car, or integrate certain stretches every day, or stop holding the phone with their shoulder. All these little things make a huge difference in their life, and integrating some simple stretching and movement in the morning, in the afternoon, and in the evening. And I'm just talking a few minutes at least. All those little things will make a tremendous difference, and then that's what sets your practice apart, is you have raving fans out there letting everybody know how different it is. You looked at their posture, you connected the dots, you've explained how that posture is connected to their soft tissues, which is related, how their neck is related to their head pain. I mean, it might sound simple and straightforward to you, but at one time you didn't know about it either. Someone had to teach us about this information. So let's take a look here. Let's say someone did come in and they had temporal pain. You know, they were reporting temporal headaches. You looked at their posture. You saw the forward head posture, the rounded shoulders, whatever it might be, the high shoulder on one side. But just taking a moment and showing them that picture, because there are already many people will come in and tell you, oh, well, God, it's like my pain's here, and it's all, like, when it's really bad, it's all around the side of the head. So I just quickly show them the most common trigger point in the body, which is trigger point number 1 in the upper trapezius. It's a very common pattern. The white X shows the common location of the trigger point. I let them know. I let them know that a trigger point is like the trigger on a gun. If I press on a trigger point and it refers, just like you pull the trigger of a gun, and then the effect is where the bullet goes. So when we touch a myofascial trigger point, we trigger a referred phenomena, is how they refer to it in the research. Some people call it tingling, burning, numbing, whatever sensation they report to us is their reality. But bottom line, we've got to recognize and educate them and show them how this is connected, how the soft tissue, yes, it may have originated from some type of trauma that they were in, but that doesn't mean that, and to address that, many things have to take place. And one of those things is how their structure is held in space and how much stress these tissues are under. So let's take a look at some other myofascial trigger points that you'll commonly be discussing with your clients. Another one here for the temporal pain, for example, is the semispinalis capitis. Again, referring from the back of the neck, many referrals into the temporal region and into the back of the head as well. Also, as we go a little bit farther into the neck, we have the splenius cervicis, and then the deepest layer for that type of pattern here that we're going to be looking at with myofascial referred pain is coming from those suboccipitals. And again, those muscles, very deep, and they're definitely addressed or connected with that posture. If someone's moved off to one side, they're playing a role with getting those eyes level with the horizon. It's part of the writing reflex, and information coming not only visually but vestibularly from our from the ears. And then all this has to be connected. So it's all part of a goal-oriented plan to not only reduce pain, but to increase function and quality of life. Part of that is to let them understand how these tissues are connected. So thank you for joining me. I hope these tips have been helpful, and I look forward to seeing you soon.